what are some of the glaring takeaways that you've learned in your life that beyond a shadow of a doubt, like to be true? But if you were to do it, five things to live by to your future grandchild.
Oof. Things are never as bad as they seem.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter how good something is or how bad something is, it's not entirely or maybe even at all your fault.
Mm.
Like one thing I've learned is that there's one thing that really irritates me is when I see super successful people think it's all them and their bootstraps and hustle culture and a vision board and getting up at 4:30 and going on a fucking hike with a bunch of other founders. I'm like, that's why access to privilege and networks is the most important thing. Like, luck has so much to do with all of this.
Yeah.
And I don't like seeing founders or successful people who won't even acknowledge it because they think it takes something away from them. The idea that there's such a thing as a self-made man is such fucking utter horseshit. There's no such thing.
This is why you're on this interview right now, is because I know you've had to reinvent yourself multiple times. I've watched it and I respect that more than the six-pack, obnoxious, young tech billionaire. I want the blood and guts and the scars.
That's privilege. And I don't think a lot of entrepreneurs are honest enough, because when they get to that high level of success, they hide these stories.
Right.
Or if they didn't have this story and they were just straight up lucky, they won't acknowledge the luck because they think it takes something away from them and their story.
But that's where the gold is, though, is the struggle.
And like, I think it's just so important. And it's part of proper mentorship where you tell someone, like, because if you just sit there and you're the successful person, you're driving this, $400,000 car,
Yeah.
blah, 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 all this stuff. And you're like, and all you do is stare at someone and say bootstraps or hustle culture or 4:30 or vision board. Dude, you need to acknowledge that you were lucky. You were born in a year in a school or didn't have brain damage. Your parents helped you with this. Your job is to give that luck an opportunity to people who need it.
Right.
The ladder and yanks the fucking ladder up.
Right.
Get to the top of the ladder and put your arm down and yank someone else up.